How do we add and subtract matrices? Well, the first thing you need to know is that they can only be added or subtracted if they have the same dimensions. So they have to have the same number of rows and the same number of columns. And this doesn't matter how many matrices you're adding or subtracting, they all have to have the same number of columns. So for example, this has m columns, n rows, and this has m columns, n rows. They're both n by m matrices. So this is an n by m matrix, this is an n by m matrix, and therefore we can add them and get another n by m matrix. So we will add or subtract the corresponding entries. So the first entry will be the first entry of the first matrix plus the first entry of the second matrix adds to the first entry of the sum matrix. And same thing here, the last entry plus the last entry gives you the new last entry. Very straightforward. So if we're adding these two, it's going to be the same dimensions. It's going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. 2 plus -6 is -4. -2 plus -3 is -5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1 plus 0 is 1. Yay! Here, they are both 1 by 3 matrices, so that's fine. We do b plus 3b and get 4b. -5b plus 1 plus 5a. Well, none of those are like terms, so we just add them. 1 plus 5a minus 5b. And the last terms, -6 plus b and 2c. -6 plus b plus 2c. Here we have more than one matrix being added or subtracted. What you do need to know is that this subtraction is going to mean that we're always going to be subtracting this number minus that number, and then we'll be adding this number. You can do this in separate steps as long as the negative follows, moves around with the matrix that's after it. So I'm going to do this in 2 steps. I'm going to follow order of operations and do these two, and then add to the third matrix afterward. So -5 minus 2 is going to be -7. -6 minus -2 is going to be -4. 1 minus 3. 3 minus 4. 2 minus 5. Then -5 minus 6. And that's going to be added to our third matrix. And we'll add corresponding entries once again. So -7 plus -3, giving us -10, -4 plus 5, -2 plus 0, -1 plus -3, -3 plus -4, and -11 plus 0. It's supposed to be a -11. So that is how we add and subtract matrices.